Hey, how you doing? I'm good. Thanks for asking. So I was getting some downloads for y'all. So I was like, let me go on and get on this camera and give one of the many messages that I've been receiving, or at least that I just received. And before I get into this, let me just let you know that I'm Diamond Water, and thank you for coming to my channel, Live in Truth. And so what we're going to do here is tap into these messages. And so the first message was, that you're back from something. I'm back is what I was hearing. So for some of you, you're back doing something that you were doing at one point and something took you off your path. Or you're just back into another energy that is standard of who you are. Like it is an energy that you were hiding for a minute. And so now it's like, I'm back. I'm doing me. I'm back in good energy. I'm happy. I'm free. I'm living good. I'm loving life, whatever it may be. So you're just in an energy of just being back to becoming the best version of yourself. And that is so beautiful. Like I just felt that energy. And when I got the words "I'm back," I could see kids playing Ring Around the Rosie. So it's like, but the emphasis was on holding hands tightly. And so for me, that's, just expressing that where you're going, you're going to have like firm grip on the process. Like you're going to have firm grip on what you're doing and you're not going to feel out of control, because when kids are doing Ring Around the Rosie, that is a whole circle, right? They're in a circle. And so that's just completion and just being able to fully, be on a positive just round. It's going round and round. Like just there's no ending to a circle. Like we've jumped into the circle, however you got into the circle, and now you're a part of the circle that just won't end, and you're back. Like this is where you're at. This is what it is. This is who you are. Love it or hate it, I hope you love it though, So the other message is pay attention to all communication right now. And so this is with your left eye, your right eye, your third eye, and for me, when I feel like, when people say pay attention, right, it's deeper than just paying attention to what you see, but it's like you have to open up all your chakras and pay attention to how you feel, right? What you think about, your sacral chakra, like your throat chakra, like what is it that you feel like you want to say, or what is it that you hear, not only what you say, but what do you hear from other people, videos, music, whatever you're paying attention to, but like inside the house, outside the house, your family, people just on the street. Because I'm telling you, my kids say things out the blue that I'm just like, yep, I heard you. I get it. Yep. That makes sense. You don't even know what I'm talking about, but I get what you're saying because it was a message for me. Thank you. Thank you, God, for sending my additional messengers. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm a messenger, and so are they. So pay attention. Excuse me. That was good, though. I made a really good cup of tea. I'm like, yes. When you just make it right? Yes, that's one of those. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. And that you're going through, it's interesting. I felt like I needed to clear my voice, clear my throat. But also what I was saying is that you're going through a tune-up. Like you're getting aligned and getting things out of the way that don't need to be there so you can make space for new things in your life, new habits, new ways of being. Like you've already made the decision that you're going to do things differently than how you did before. But at this point, you're also like connecting all the dots, clearing out any confusion that is in your life in any type of way, and making sure that, like you've established a plan. It's like you're clearing out the dust, and I feel like you're getting in the crevices. Like I'm seeing a Q-tip, like even if that's dust in a window, you got a Q-tip dust in the window. That's how deep, like, you in it. Like, in it. This new energy is you. And you want to be as precise and as pure and as truthful as you can be in this energy. Like, I don't know how often this happens for all the other people, but it seems like this is the best energy, period. It's like you have the ability to manifest and create really anything. Like anything. And so, yes, I'm a reader, but I listen to other readers too. I pay attention to certain ones. I'm like, yeah, I fucks with you. Yep. So with that being said, it's like, that's confirmation for me. And it should be confirmation for you because you're going through this energy. And so for me, it's like I notice when something is really prominent and it's affecting multiple people, whether that's one zodiac sign, and really it's never just one zodiac sign because everybody has a multitude of signs within them. So it's like everything is working like this. You know what I'm saying? But it's just being able to turn the page, like turn the page, and the last page was the end of a chapter. So that means you're starting a new chapter, like you're moving forward in this new direction with a whole clean slate. Like you are literally writing the story right now. So some things that you need to take into consideration are, what do you want the last bit of the storyline to tell you or to tell the world? Like, even though I've been through all this hurt and pain and heartache and people hurting me and being lied to, being manipulated, whatever it is that you went through, right? All this heartbreak, disgust, like just in appreciation of whatever, yuck, right? Whatever it is you went through, none of it is a factor. You learned and grew, and your karmic debt is paid. Like you went through and had to pay, and you did. You was like, okay. And it could just be a simple energy exchange. It don't have to be like, real extravagant. But it's like, okay, well, you're able to close that door. Like, even if you just saw somebody that really hurt you, like everybody that hurt you, you know what's crazy? Like, everybody that hurt you. Let me give you a quick little story time, and then we're going to get into these cards. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be slow, but I'm feeling this. I'm back. For me, I'm back. Like, some of this applies to me too. Shoot. But I'm back. Let's get into it. So I remember one time I was in high school and I really wanted my hair cut like T-Boz, right? Short, stacked in the middle, long in the back. I had really long hair. Like my hair was like this long, right? Right. So it was about this long, and I was like, okay, cool. Just trim it, do what you got to do, make the, she know what to do. I do hair too. So that's one of my side hustles. I do hair. So she was in hair school and I figured she really knew what she was doing and she'd always maintain her cut. And I was like, okay, well, that's decent considering you can't really see your own hair. Like to cut it, that's really difficult. Like anybody else that does hair, if you're trying to part perfect parts in the back, like that's difficult, right? So imagine using clippers and scissors, and maintaining a nice, okay, anyway, I felt like she was capable for the job. I gave her the job. She cuts my hair. I thought I was going to die that day. She fucked up my head so bad. Like, I cried and cried and cried. Like, I was so upset. Mind you, I was step team captain. This is high school, super popular, whatever. But it was skills. I was popular because of my skills, okay? Thank you. But at the end of the day, I even saw her this weekend. What? I went to Bath and Body Works. Bath and Body Works? Yeah. I always get Bed Bath & Beyond and Bath and Body Works mixed up, but Bath and Body Works because, it was Black Friday. I don't really do that kind of shopping, but I wanted to get some body spray and some lotion. And I was like, this is a good day to go ahead and get that. I'm going to get the best deal possible. Or, yeah, because it's like a sale they only have once a year. So, anyway. Go in there and I was like, oh dang, so right now as we're talking about, letting go of, like, you've had to deal with karma. Like, so even I was probably holding a grudge with her that I had never let go. You know what I'm saying? And that was like, shit, 20 years ago. So okay, so I say that to say, how many years have you been holding on to stuff that doesn't serve you? Like 20 years ago, I was devastated because this girl cut my hair and that changed my whole life at the moment. And so in this breath, it's like letting go of everything. Anybody that's ever hurt you, or like you have to dig deep and just put a power washer up in there. Let it go. It's time. Like, where you're going, you cannot carry any of that. Period. The direction God is taking you, you can't carry anything. And you went through it for a reason. So whatever that reason is, sometimes you know, sometimes you don't know. That's probably one of my favorite things. To be like, oh yeah, I see why this happened. And I get why that happened. Like when you're able to put two and two, what the universe was working out for you, God's plan, or, whatever little situation that you're like, oh shoot, that makes sense. I had to go over there because I ended up doing that. And then after that, I ran into so-and-so. And then after that, we went over here and then I heard this song and it all just made sense because that's what was that other conversation was about, that we were talking when I was having dinner the other day with them and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just be like, when you can see the plan, when you understand and recognize the process, so it's like we have to respect the process. And that was a long channel. That was just a long, deep, intuitive message. So let's go on and get into these cards. Let's see here. Let me move my notes. I hope y'all are doing well. Like, embrace the energy, embrace, the the stability, embrace this new moon that already happened, but it's still around, that you can still attach your last minute. It's like, let me go on and get them last minute wishes, dreams, aspirations, desires. Let me just hang it on that last piece, before we switch into the next cycle. It's time. Like, this is super manifestation power right now. Super manifestation power. Ooh, like, just do whatever you need to do, because the communication is there. God is speaking. See? Abundance. Ace of Earth. This is like that gift, that new beginning, that opportunity, So what are you manifesting? There's something that you have manifested, or that, like, you're recognizing what this new thing is for yourself. So for some of you, this could be a promotion. For some of you, it could be a new business, or just a positive change, like a step up. Yeah. All right, let's see. That's great energy. I mean, it makes sense to be, starting over, starting fresh, and having, new money. Like, come on, this is new energy. Like, you're completely leveled up. Like, you've moved the dial. Okay, so we have Uranus here, representing the Aquarius energy. All right, we have Pisces here. All right, Gemini. Okay, in the shadow. Ooh, okay. So what I'm picking up is that, well, first of all, there's energy that's changeable, right? I'm picking up the change. Okay. It's like I'm being two versions of myself, or like you shed your versions. So the Gemini energy is like, how they have two sides. And it's like you were one version, and now you're no longer that version anymore. And that makes sense. But it's like, with this Pisces energy, in the fish, like particularly these two fish here, is like, I'm just seeing coming together. Like, everything is coming together. They're, of the same, but it's changed. It's like, it's a new reflection of what you're putting out, and then also what you see yourself as, That's really important, actually. How you see yourself. So it's like, before you used to wonder, how do people see you? And at one point that really mattered. But now it's like, how do I see myself? Because how you see me, I mean, I appreciate it as long as it's positive. But if you see me in a negative light, or just disrespectfully, I'm going to show you the mirror, point the mirror back at you, and then go about my business, because I really don't give a fuck. Like, really being solidified in who you are and how you present yourself for any and everyone to see. Like, you're living your truth. You're in that energy. So it is what it is. And if anybody doesn't like it, that's their personal, that's their personal choice. They don't have to. But you're not looking for anybody to tell you, like, oh, that was good. So, I mean, like, you already know it was good. Like, you put in the effort to make sure that it was good. Whatever it is that somebody wants to acknowledge about you. And if they don't think it's good, then that's not, again, that's personal. That's their issue because you're working with God. You and God have reconnected, and you've done everything that you need to do to gain that tighter and stronger access to the abilities, God-given abilities that you already had. And it was like you were putting them on the back burner, partly because you were worried about what everybody else had to say about you. At this point, you don't care anymore. You're not seeking validation from anybody. I hope you like it. If not, I mean, somebody else will. One person, one monkey doesn't stop a show. Or like one person's thoughts or feelings about any type of situation is not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't equate to everything. So, yeah. With this Aquarius energy here, it's like, or Uranus, I'm picking up like just that authenticity. And it's like you're stepping into your boss, like you've already bossed up. And so you're stepping into your leadership. All y'all are leaders, right? Like, but it's easier to be a leader in the area that you fit in. Not trying to be a leader in an area that you don't fit in, but you're just in it. Okay? Now you break that down, because that could be relationship, that could be employment, that could be spiritually, that could be, whatever the situation is, whatever you're involved in, whatever it is that you like to do, whatever direction you've been told that you need to go in. That's the one that stands out, right? And that's where you can be a leader because it's natural for you, compared to trying to be a leader in a place that you really just don't belong. Like some of you do and some of you don't. And so you just have to ask God to continue to keep you strong, but also show you what you need to see when it comes to any situation that you feel is in opposition. An op doesn't have to be a person. An op can be a place or a thing as well. So, with that being said, you're working on those dark areas that were within. Like I feel like I say, like you've cleared out the dark areas and you're no longer going to live in this, this energy here. You've transitioned to this energy, and you see how this energy is all special and, sparkly. It bounces around and it's happy and joyful, and it's very active, and that means you can get things accomplished, compared to this energy that's doesn't move at all. It's stagnant. It goes forward, but this energy just doesn't move, right? So that was fun. Hopefully you had fun with that whole conversation, but the energy shift is real. The energy shift is real, and that is really cool. Honestly, like this is some energy that you really needed to go through. You know what I'm saying? Like this is some energy that is expansive. It allows you to let go and, start a new beginning. This is where you're at. You're starting a new beginning. And you're like actively moving in the direction that God has for you. You know what I'm saying? Okay. let's see here. Yeah. So it's like your emotional needs are met. You're finding people that you can, or at least people are coming towards you that are more trustworthy. And it's like they may look different than you. So you have to be wise and be open to any new opportunity, or I guess I want to say someone that's coming with the offer. It doesn't have to be someone that looks like you, right? But you're just getting to the point where your energy is so elevated that, nothing can stop you from reaching your goals. Yep. And then we have 10 of Pentacles. So like all I'm seeing is happiness and completeness. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is once again 2 cards that are both back to back saying a happy family life. So you may run into new love because, well, that's if you're single. But if you're not, then, it's happy. It's like you changing who you are is a part of the happiness that's being created in your home. So it's like everything that you had to let go or create to make it a better situation in your space, in your home, for your family, for your kids, or whoever is a part of your family. Like it's working. It's working. It's turning into like just positivity. And again, it's the direction that you're in is going to take you to the next level financially. So yes, it feels like a risk, and yes, it might feel scary to do, to be and live within the next version of yourself. Because again, like I said, we've turned the page and we're in a new chapter. So there are some things that are going to be different within it. So it's like you have to release the concern and just let God. So whatever living in your truth is, do that. And release everything else that is could possibly hold you back. Like letting go, and like it's kind of like shedding, like ew, like a snake, like you've lost a whole layer of skin. Like you can never say that you were ever that person. Like somebody might have, evidence or whatever, and be like, yep, I do remember when you was that person. And you were just like, man, that's crazy. Yeah, I used to be that person, but now I don't do none of that bullshit. And it feels amazing. Shoot. Like, it's gone. Gone. So gone. Yes. Okay, let's see what else. Spirit, what else do you have? What other messages do you have? Man, it's just like, I can just keep hearing peace. So peaceful. It's just so peaceful to be able to just fully live in your truth. Like fully not worry about the competition. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, that God told you that this is what you're supposed to do. So even if there is competition, you're just like, oh, okay, you do you and I'll do me. And like, if we both stay in our own lanes, if you stay in your lane, there won't be any crashes. You feel me? Like, stay in your lane and I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm going to do me. And, you know, that's that. Like, the level of switch up and not giving a fuck is on 10. I cracked myself up. There's 2 10s right here. 10 of cups and 10 of pentacles. Anyway. I don't know. I'm then the 10 of swords. So 10 is super important right now. Like, spirit is funny. I don't know. I hope y'all got that joke. And if you didn't, shit, it made me laugh. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's like everything is on 10. And now I'm hearing like the universe, the angels, the ancestors, they're all so happy of this performance. Like, they're so happy about the energy that you've allowed yourself to step into. And they're all like, you know how, like, say, I don't know, gymnastics or skating or whatever, you know, it's like, oh, we give them a 10, you know, I give them a 10, you know, everybody's putting their 10s up. Like, you're living in your truth. You have, like, there's all that, everything is ending. Like, once again, this is you jumping into that circle of a new beginning. And, like, that new beginning is the shit. Like, all the difficult, like, situations. Like I told you before, all that heartache, all that, you know, tears, whatever that somebody put you through. Like, you're recovering from everything. And for some of you, you're recovering from addiction. Some of you, you're recovering from untrustworthy relationships. And some of you are recovering from failed businesses. But all these things are changing. Like, you've had to change something about it. You've had to put in the work. It wasn't just like, well, it kind of was. But you had to be open to receive that energy. Like, you had to be open to get into it. So if you didn't want to get into it, dang. I feel like it's still for you, but it's just going to be a little bit harder. But you might still be in this release energy. So for the people that it hasn't happened to, you need to release and let go. So you can get all this goodness. Like, all this goodness. Like, it just feels so amazing. And look, we have the Page of Air. And it's basically talking about, you know, the truth, but like the truth that's just the truth. Like, not everybody likes the truth, right? But they want the truth, right? Like, ugh. Okay. So, like, because you're so elevated in a particular energy, it's like you're definitely telling your truth. Like, you're living in your truth, so that means you have to tell the truth, right? And sometimes you telling the truth is not even verbally. It's like showing people so they can see with their own eyes what the truth is, right? But you're giving them that opportunity to see, right? So you may have been in a position where, like, nobody knew anything. Well, you know now. You see now. Like, whatever, you heard now. However you want to, like, whatever. This has been the truth. This has been who I am. You just get to see it now. Because it is perfectly laid out. My path is perfectly laid out. No matter which direction I go, it's going to be a 10. Like, If an experience could be a bad bitch, right? Everybody think they a 10. Hey. Like 10s. Because when you multiply a 10, that is just like adding a whole 1,000 to it. You know, like just keep multiplying. That's what consistency equals multiplication, right? Like how if you keep doing the same thing and you keep saying like, okay, I'm going to keep doing this one thing, right? I'm going to make this a new habit. I'm going to proceed and I'm going to, because I already know, I already see, and I already feel what it's supposed to be for me. I have to move forward because I'm in an energy that's pushing me forward regardless. Like I have to move forward. It is what it is. Like you cannot even be stagnant. There's no way it would possibly happen. So now that you know, you feel what you need to feel, and you know, you feel grounded in that, it's moving forward in the best direction that is for you. It's the best direction for you. Okay. Let's see. Spirit, please show me what other messages you have. I mean, because like for me, I love reading cards. I love giving messages. And so like you're doing what you love. It's like I really love being a messenger. Yep. And it's like 10 of Michael, and it's like a lady bowing with the 2 swans on the other side. It's like she's gained her wings. She's finally... What? Shut the fuck... Look, 10 of my... What? When I say these 10s, how many more? Oh, this is so abundant. Get to it. Man, whoever this message is for, get to it. Like, money is waiting for you. Your ideas are so grand. Go. Like, the energy of a clean slate. It says you are finally free. A situation has ended. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Didn't I just say? What I tell you? All the past. Like everything that you could have been carrying for whatever reason. Like my feelings was hurt. Let it go. Move forward. Because, like, you have to stand in your power. Congratulations. You've done a wonderful job. Time to move on to the next project, awards, scholarships, or promotions. I mean, shit. Awards, scholarships, promotions, what else? You know, new home, new car, new everything, new relationship, new love for yourself, new, emotional energy. New ideas, new opportunities. Like, next step. Like, pages turn, new chapter. Like, there's going to be so many more new chapters, but This is the one that you feel the most. And this is the one that you have the most influence on. I feel like this new chapter is setting up all the other new chapters. Like, so with that being said, what do you want the rest of those chapters to look like? You know what I'm saying? What do you want the rest of the book to look like? The rest of the story? What do you want it to look like? Because if you let God lead, and if you hold hands with our Creator, and if you hold hands with the spirit realm, and that ring around the rosy, well, I'm telling you, like, if you hold hands with the right people and the right energies and the right everything, but you'll know what the right is. But like, just hold hands. And this is also spiritually, you know, like holding hands so tight with God and the spirit realm, and whoever communicate, like however you can receive communication. Pay attention to what's going on, and every single step will be ordered. Every single direction that you need to take, a right or a left, or keep straight, if you ask God, because you have to ask. Well, God, you don't really have to ask. God is going to do whatever, but God created you to know what you need to ask for. So that's when you dispatch the angels. The angels are your helpers, right? So they can't help you if you don't ask for the help, for the guidance, for the eyes to see, for the ears to hear. They can't help you if you don't ask for the help. That's their job. They're going to help. They're going to help. So, communication. Okay, this message is getting long, y'all. I don't want y'all to be like, I don't want to watch her content because her videos are too long. You know what I'm saying? I have so much, so I feel like there's more messages. We're going to go ahead and cut it off here, get into some more decks, and just stay tapped into this good energy. What else? What other messages do we have? But we're going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you for spending all this time with me, because you didn't have to. I hope this message reaches every single person that needs to hear it. Lord, thank you. And if you feel a vibe, subscribe. If not, thank you for watching and tuning in to my energy with God, the collective. Thank you. Mwah. See you on the next one.